Hi, my name is Sandra Seeley. Welcome to the Auburn Quarry. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to set up an anchor. So some of the things that you're going to need to set up an anchor is a harness, which I'm wearing now, about 3 to 4 locking carabiners, which is this part here. Also, you're going to need a couple quick draws. These are quick draws. They're going to need to be opposite and opposing to set up your anchor, but I will get into that more later. Right now I'm set up with a top rope anchor, and the difference between top rope and lead is that with top the rope is already going to be at top connected to your anchor. With lead you're going to be clipping in as you go up, and then you will set your anchor, which would not look something like this. It would be different, but that's for a different topic. So right now how I am set up is I am connected to an anchor. Okay, and originally how I got up here was with this rope, and there was a belayer at the bottom. So the belayer would have what you call an ATC device and would be doing belaying me through that device until I got to the top here and was able to set up my anchor into these bolts here. So to set up your anchor, like I mentioned before, you're going to need 2 quick draws, and the quick draws are opposite and opposing, which means that they're on opposite ends, so strength is better. Over here we have cordlet. We have 2 pieces of cordlet that are connected into these bolts, which are screwed into the rock. And then we also have this here, which has some knots in it, and the knots keep the carabiners from sliding back and forth too far. And then the second set of knots on top are to keep everything equalized, so the pressure is equal, and it's just the strength is better overall.
If you are comfortable enough in your anchor building skills, you could set up an anchor using a rock or a tree. This is a bit more dangerous route to go when setting anchors. Some other ways in which you can set an anchor are using 2 quick draws and setting them up opposite and opposing. This is a simple solution, however, it does not give you the backup needed as the original anchor setup. This anchor setup is similar to my anchor, however, instead of using quick draws, it is just using 2 carabiners, and instead of using webbing, they're just using 1 piece of long cord. In this next example, we see 3 anchor points set up. This example is used more for a climbing route where you know you're going to be staying in a straight line most of the time. The other setups are used where you could go different directions along the route. An important acronym to remember when setting up anchors is SERENE, which stands for Solid, Equalized, Redundant, Efficient, No extension, and angles. Solid. So each component of the anchor must be completely solid. It also should be equalized. Rig the anchor so that the load is distributed as equally as possible between the individual anchor points. Redundant. You must always use redundant components when building an anchor so that if one component fails, the anchor will not automatically fail. Efficient. Make efficient use of time and gear when you're building an anchor, and don't create something that is overly complicated. No extension. Construct an anchor so that if one anchor point fails, it won't cause the anchor to suddenly extend. Angles. Consider the angles created by the sling or slings in your anchor system. Larger angles put more force on each anchor point, so keep the angles to 60 degrees or less. If you follow these rules, use the proper gear, and use your common sense, you'll be setting up an anchor in no time. Thank you for watching my video on how to set up an anchor. I hope you enjoyed it.